Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and another episode here on No Creek Expanded. We are still in October, but we have finished up our corn harvest. You can kind of see over there that the corn is finished. We actually got the 1570 on the chisel, our Glencoe Soil Saver chisel here. We ran a pass around this field that had the corn in it that we were having issues with. I wanted to see if we did the create field, if it would actually, create a field and then we could get some soil information from it. And it actually turns out that it did work. So we just repurchased soil information and it showed up where we made our pass. So that is going to work, which is good. I F12'd like a harvested texture into it. But obviously, since it's not really a field, it just turned into this. So we're just gonna plow around there, although the 1570 was really struggling to pull the chisel in that. I don't know if it's too wet or what, but I'm thinking that we might end up hiring one of our neighbors to see if they would come and plow that in for us, because we're gonna be busy getting corn stalk bales baled, and then I'm gonna try and chisel this field myself, which everything is just gonna take a while. I mean, harvesting that field 6 rows at a time was a job. It took like 3 hours, so yeah, it was a chore. But we need to grab some bale net twine. We'll just grab one roll here, get a better grip on it. If we can shove it through the doorway. Just open the back up here. Let's see if we can get that to take. Perfect. So just one will do for now. There is a partial in the baler already, so I tried to come out here and rake the stalks, but apparently I couldn't rake the stalks. I was hoping to be able to do that so then we could kind of bale a little bit quicker, but that's all right. Let's see, we need to make sure we're on the right size bales. I'm going to do 180s, just big bales of these corn stalks. Because the hope is that we're just going to be using them for bedding, so we don't really need to have measured amounts like we do with the hay and the wrapped bales. So we'll fire this up here, drop it down. Yeah, I forgot that you just haul in this baler. We'll go 6, 7, 6, 7-ish. 6, 7 for the young kids out there. Now, typically, in my experience, these cornstalk bales don't really spit out too fast. Takes quite a bit to actually get a bale, but I might regret saying that in the end. I'm not sure. So yeah, that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. And our eventual plan is that we are likely going to need to get a loan. We're gonna call up the bank, see if we can get some sort of operating loan. Because having $50 or $560 in our account right now, and that's it, is not good. Because we have a $250,000 loan already. So we need something that we can use for, mechanical repairs, and I'd still like to get some livestock in, so I might separate it out. Actually, I might do like 2 separate loans. I'm thinking like 50 grand for an operating loan, just to have some money in our pockets. And then I don't know. We're gonna have to see what cattle costs, but I'm thinking maybe another 50 grand for cattle. Because I would like to just get a nice sized herd. We have a ton of pasture ground that they can be out on, so we're not gonna be super, they're not gonna be really super needy for feed. So that's gonna be a good thing. Obviously over the winter we need to be kind of prepared because they're not going to be out on the pastures. But eventually, once they get up to kind of market weight, we are going to probably finish them with some mixed ration, maybe some like corn and silage and stuff, just to get them finished into a good weight. So they're selling at the best value, essentially. We are using the Realistic Livestock mod, just as a refresher. I don't think I've talked about that since the first episode, so it's been a while since I've been on here. Been enjoying Whitcomb Park, but we're back. I'm still really enjoying this map as well, and I want to keep this series going because you guys also seem to really be enjoying it. We're gonna crack on with this job. It honestly might even bring us into November. And then probably in November, yeah, we'll get somebody out. Hopefully one of our neighbors is going to be willing to help us out with that chisel plowing. Alright, we are getting hooked up to the Bale trailer with the pickup because the 1570, like I said, is on the chisel plow. So we are going to be using the pickup to move some bales. Got the wife trained up. She's actually out there on the baler, 6300, running the baler. A little free labor. You can see her there in the field. So we're going to just park this kind of in the middle, I guess, down here. Do we have like auto load on or something? Is that a thing? We might need to turn that off because I'm not planning on using that. Yeah, you caught me. I was using a little bit of auto load at was it just when I was, I think it was just when I was trying to set the farm up and stuff. Oh no, maybe I used it a little bit, when, I was trying to get all the grass bales off. So you caught me. You caught me. I understand if you unsubscribe. But we're gonna manually load all these corn stalk bales with the skid steer. Well, you know what? I think we're actually gonna use the skid steer to unload them. So we're gonna use the 88 or 884 to load them. Hopefully the bales aren't too heavy for this little tractor, but they shouldn't be. We should be a-okay. Let's just see. We'll go for this one. Oof. Yeah, we're a little tippy. We are a little tippy. It might be wise of us to use this as our unloading tractor. It's not gonna like it out here in the field. Yeah. We're gonna have to swap. These bigger 180s are maybe a little bit too heavy for this little guy, but I think it'll do fine unloading them. See if we have any weights or anything. I don't think we did buy any weights, so that might be an issue as well. We'll have to see. Maybe the little guy just isn't cut out for the job. I do like that tractor though, it's a good mod. By JCL, he always does a great job. This thing should handle him no problem. And it's a little bit more efficient as well. I just wanted to get these off. Oof, I don't know. We're a little tippy here too. Yeah, they're not going in on where I want them to go. They're supposed to set like on these things here. It's a little bit easier to get the 150s set correctly. 180s, they might end up just going. We might have to just set them between. You know what I'm talking about? They're supposed to set here. But we might not be able to do that. Yeah, there's a weird collision on them too, so. Okay. That's alright. We will make do with what we got. These guys might be a little tricky. These guys might give us a little bit of trouble. That I wasn't asking for. Yeah, they got a little bit of a wonky collision. Maybe a little bit too big of a collision. And they don't come off the forks very nicely either. That won't do. We need to be centered. There we go. I'm driving around blind. If we were to hop in cab, we couldn't see anything. Alright, let's see. What are we thinking? Yeah. It could be better, but at least we're just right next to the yard. We don't have to worry about driving down the road or anything. Looks like the wife's doing pretty good. Kind of nice to be able to have two jobs going at once. Probably shouldn't stack them. Just seeing as the international obviously isn't handling the weight very well, so having the arms extended up like that probably is not going to be a very safe idea. So we're just going to go one level. Oh, come on, don't be doing. Oh, don't be doing that funky stuff. We'll get that corrected. Hopefully it'll go in decent. Let's see. It might be able to sneak one more in. But that might be about it. I think that one is sitting a little funky. Kind of sitting in the middle where we don't want it to be. So we'll just go with 7. Not even like touching. Not actually touching it. Well, let's strap these guys down. I know it's not the prettiest, but it'll have to do. Hop in the old pickup. Old girl should pull them plenty fine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's a beast. Let's hook her up to the chisel plow. She'll pull her, no problem. I think we're gonna just store them in here. Yeah, because we're kind of using this as a little bit of a pull-through shed at the moment. So yeah, for now, we're just gonna put all the bales into this one shed, I suppose. Keeps it easy. We're gonna take these straps off one by one as we go, because I'm not feeling confident about how these are acting. Can we stack them on end? Will this tractor tolerate that? Looks like it. That's good. I do plan on having these stacked for a while, so you're gonna have your bales stacked on top of each other like this for a long amount of time. Probably should back them on end like that. They just hold their integrity a little bit better. At least I've heard. So that's what we're trying to replicate. Yeah, this International's handling this job pretty well. I think, like I said, nice smooth surface here in the yard. I think she'll... I figured she'd handle it pretty good. Well, hopefully, those don't act up too much. I'm a little worried about that. I think we'll be safe to take the rest of the straps off. We'll load this last one, get it off the ground a little bit so we can actually turn. We'll load this, or unload this one, and then we'll pop off camera, get some more of these done. And we will check in with you guys here in a wee bit. Really got to be smooth and gentle with the motions. Well, she likes to bounce. Well, yeah, we'll catch you guys in a second. All right, just checking in as we have gotten quite a bit done. A lot more to go, but we're getting there. The wife is getting near finished with the baling. And then we are probably just going to be running right through the end of October trying to get these bales off. I was literally just about to say, you know, I'm getting pretty good at this. Until I turn the camera on, and then it all goes to heck. All goes to heck. What I've been doing is I've been putting 6 on, and then I've put 1 on the end. That seems to work out pretty good. I'll show you what I mean. And then on the other end of things, the old International is handling unloading and putting these bales into the shed very well. And they still are a little bit heavy. Half-ton, a little over half-ton bales. So personally, I have no idea how those would actually... these machines would actually handle with half-ton bales, but I've never really... I mean, I've done a little bit of bale handling for my uncle to feed his cows, but I can't tell you how heavy those were. And then it was like a little 5 open station 5 series 5E or something like that John Deere that I used. So, and that handled them plenty fine. But I don't know how heavy those bales actually were, so. So then we just put this one on the end. Okay, we're stuck, so then I just unhook the bale spike. And then hook it right back up. And that is how you get rid of that if you ever get a sticky bale fork in your bales. And there we go. So yeah, things are going pretty good. Yeah, like I said, she is very, very close to being done. So I would say we have, I don't know, 3-4 loads left. Go in here, we'll shut that off. We'll bring this back. Yep, there we go. She just finished. And then we're probably going to end the episode on a little montage. It's been a while since I've done a montage, but probably a little montage in November of the neighbor plowing in that field. We did give him a call. The guy that the previous owner of this farm knew, and he gave me his cell phone number in case we needed any help with anything, or because they had done some work together before, so he's pretty familiar with the farm. So his son is actually going to come out and do a little bit of plowing for us in November. So that's probably how we're going to end off the video, with a nice little montage. So we will catch you then. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little montage to finish off the video. Oh boy, look at us slipping. Just a little hill and we are really struggling to pull. I also don't know why there's no animations on this tractor, or on this plow, like with the soil and stuff, but it is what it is. Come on, little tractor, you can do it. Lift up. We're going on a little bit of an angle. I have no idea what degree of an angle we're on, but so we're not using GPS. It's all just eyeballing it. And we were pulling really good right before I started recording. We're pulling good again. Very, very touchy. Very, yeah, touchy, I guess is the right word. But yeah, so we're out here plowing our own field now. That was very nice of the neighbor to come over and do that, because that would have taken us a very, very long time with our little chisel plow. So that field should be ready to go. Well, we'll have to run the disc over it. Try and level it out a little bit before we plant next spring. But we'll get this field all done. And then we're pretty much good for winter. And we'll be looking to get some cattle in. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to the YouTube channel members. You guys are awesome. And we will catch you in the next one.